Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great. So we finally have the first legend battle submission for this season. I'm just so sorry this season we just didn't get much content. But no worries, we'll come back strong next season again. So the team is Shadow Scizor in the lead with Jellicent and Regidrago in the back. I think Scizor, Jelly, and Scizor Regidrago core is a very common core this season. Also, Scizor is one of the most common pick of this season. It's very strong, very oppressive. So let's see how does our friend Marlo DK performs with this team. Also, thanks a lot for submitting these battles with us. Now the IVs, I don't know about the IVs, so I've mentioned them as 000. Now they did not submit the IVs when they sent these battles to me. Also, these battles were submitted 10 days ago, but I think it was the last day of Great League, so I knew it's better to upload when we'll have Great League again. So I did wait for some times. So these battles, they don't have the background which we have right now in Great League. In GBL, I mean. So it does lose CMP to the opposing Scizor. And at this point of time, I think the opponent is just trying to farm him down. So let's see. Gets the farm down. Also, I think, yeah, that other Scizor is very healthy as well. Maybe that's a good IV Scizor. Got no idea. Most of them who build Shadow Pokemon, they build bad IVs. I think our friend is running a very bad IV Scizor maybe. So comes in with Regidrago to tank the move. But the Night Slash does a lot. Luckily, they don't get the attack buff. Else the second Night Slash would have taken out the Regidrago. So they bring in the Diggersby. Makes a catch for the Fire Punch. Also gets a sneak. This is really good. Also the Diggersby, Jellicent can actually two-shot the Diggersby. Here comes the first serve. It all depends what's in the back. I've always seen they always have Cradily or maybe let's say Azu in the back. Azu is also another very common pick with Scizor. Goes for the Scorching Sands. Luckily no debuff. Does farm up some energy before they get to another move. Now, it all depends on what's in the back. In the back, there is a Jellicent of their own, and that's a good game. So let's see who is the next opponent. It's taking too long to search the battle. The next opponent is, I think, Josho. See, what is he running? It's Stunfisk in the lead. That's Unova Stunfisk. So the electric types are very common in this season. One of the reasons is they resist the bullet punch. Also, the most common lead I feel like in this season is Scizor. Very common. So everyone is many of them are running, I think, Lantern in the lead, Stunfisk in the lead, and they have flying types in the back, which does resist those mud slaps. I feel like it's gonna have flying type in the back. The idea is to bait out an opposing electric type. Now the opponent tried to go for the CMP tie, but our friend does not fall for the CMP. He knows it can be a CMP, so he went for the extra, gets the extra. So this time around, the opponent is he knows the opponent will never go for the CMP. So they go for the correct timing, not giving any more sneak. So with this, he comes out with so. Let's see what's in the back. It's gonna be a flying type in the back. Still have that Unova Stunfisk. They come into the flying type, which is the Shadow Drift Blim, which means that's a lot of fast move pressure. But luckily, we have Regidrago, which is bulky and which does have fast move pressure as well. Now, to come into the Regidrago, So the good thing is we still have 2 shields to hide behind. Alright, the Drift Beam goes for the Icy Wind. We need the Breaking Swipe debuff. Here comes the Breaking Swipe, which will get shielded, right? We do get the debuff as well. So I think the opponent will try to swap out and he will try to go for a move on this Regidrago. He does swap out. So amazing counting by our friend. Makes a catch. I feel like, well, this catch was needed because Stunfisk is very bulky. Would get to 2 moves anyways. Like over farms right before they get to a move, like would have survived the move. So could have farmed down as well. It's not like we don't survive this move. We do survive this move. Here comes the Drift Blim. And with that, we take the game. So let's see what elo is our friend at. He's at 2996 elo, just 4 points away from the legend rank. He needs a 3-2 right now. The next lead is Dusknoir. So the Dusknoir actually beats Scizor in the even shield scenario. So does go for the first Night Slash. Let's see, will we get the boost? Sometimes I've seen like the Scizor gets the boost. Doesn't get the boost. Okay, survives the other Astonish and gets the move. At this point of time, the opponent will have to double shield. Does he double shield? He does not. This puts us in a very advantageous position. In the back, they have Shadow Primate. They are at 1. So like they have built enough for the Ice Punch, and Ice Punch from Shadow Primate will do a lot of damage. And we do shield it correctly. Now going for the Breaking Swipe right before they get to another move. Let's see what will the opponent do. Shields it. Alright. Will shield once again. We'll see what's in the back now. That's another Ice Punch. Opponent swaps out instantly. Now that's a Furret in the back. The good thing is we're healthy where we'll survive the Swift from the Furret. I think our friend tried to go for the move, but I think the game didn't overtap. Luckily, we survived this move. If it was close, I think would have lost the game because of that overtap. And this Dragon Energy will do a lot of damage. And all we have to do is just get to a Surf and take the game. Now we'll survive the Trailblaze, which is a CMP right here. It is a Trailblaze. We survive, and like all we have to do is farm down that Primeape. That's a good game. Prime is very low. I feel like 2 hex. Okay, no, it takes 3 hex. Gets to a move, guys. Gets to a move. I feel like that's DRE. I just didn't see if they did 3. Okay, no, they actually did 4. They did 4. They didn't do 3. They did 4, and that was DRE right in front of you. Alright, so we take the game. Let's see what's the next opponent running. Taking quite some time to get the battle. Okay, the next opponent is a legend, which is Marcelo. Okay, that's Wigglytuff. I'm expecting it's gonna be Wigglytuff double Mud Slap. And it is, here comes the first Mud Slap user. So luckily they go into the Jelly instantly. I think like the Mud Slapper can flip this matchup because one move doesn't one shot. He's going for the Shadow Ball. I feel like this is a very risky play. Because I know one thing, the opponent is double shielding, right? Okay, they don't double shield. That's a CMP tie, which Jellicent wins. They come into the Wigglytuff. Can we get to a serve? Okay, looks like we'll not get to the serve. We die with the move. That's unfortunate, but we do have Scizor. And in the back, there is another Mud Slapper, which is Gastrodon. Now, luckily, Regidrago is bulky. Also, they don't build up to the Earth power, so we can always let one move go. What we need is debuffs right now. These Mud Slaps will add up. It's going for the first breaking swipe. We'll grab the shield. We need to get to another move. We don't get the debuff. Alright, he's at 1 right now. He's 3 away from another body slam. Which is like, we'll get to the move. We'll get to another move. But if they get the farm down, it's going to be tricky. So he was 3 away, so he does go for the move. I think right before they get to the body slam. He swaps out instantly. He was just 1 away from the Night Slash. With the help of this Night Slash will take out the Gastro. And we do have 1 shield to hide behind. This is the win. If we would have used the shield, we would have lost the game. Because if you have a look at those charm damage, like we were already in a range from where the Swift would have taken us out. So this matchup can become tricky if the opponent starts double shielding with the Mud Slap. Luckily, they did not, so take the game. The next opponent is Mind Master, which is already a legend, and they are running Macargo in the lead. Trust me, I saw some of them were running this for the Scizors, I guess. So we bring in, they do 2 Incinerate, they swap out. Going for the Dragon Energy, but the thing is, Jumpluff will survive this. Jumpluff is very bulky. Will this get shielded? It does get shielded. Alright, so this can be acrobatics, but there are 2 aerial ace. I feel like they'll go for 2 aerial ace. They go for the acrobatics straight up. Now this one is just aerial ace. Going for another Dragon Energy, I feel like the opponent will obviously double shield. They know one thing, the other might be a water type, so they will never give up switch. And this looks difficult to handle now. Also gets the 1 turn bring in, gets denied as well. Acrobatics does 1 shot. Shadow Scizor doesn't have any bulk to it. In the back, there is another grass type. And unfortunately, this game is already over. 1 Shadow Ball doesn't do enough damage. Like we still need to go for another move. So once we do that, it's a GG's. There is nothing you can do. Also that, I think that Macargo is at 2 Incinerate, just 1 away from the debuffing move, which is Rock Tomb. Goes for the Shadow Ball. Now he'll go for another Surf, I guess, which he does. They still have a very healthy Macargo. They still have, I think, a healthy Jumpluff in the back. And there is nothing we can do. Like that was straight up RPS, I'm gonna tell you. Comes the Rock Tomb. I don't know if we win, if we go straight, maybe Breaking Swipe. Like if we get the Breaking Swipe debuffs, maybe. We're in a range from where 2 Fairy Wind will take us out. That's the GG's. Now let's see who's the next opponent. Next opponent is RBI Neko. Already at legend rank. And they're running Dusknoir in the lead. So like Dusknoir is very bulky. Also one of the favorite picks of this season. One of the very common leads. Like gets to move every 9 turns. no shields because it's just a shadow punch. We do survive it. All right, let's see. We need a boost. I think if we get the boost and if they no shield, we get the boost. Maybe we win this matchup. If we can get the farm down. Okay, still looks like we would have never got the farm down. Goes to the shadow punch, which does take out. I think he's gonna come into his Regidrago, which he does. Gets the farm down. What's in the back? And in the back, there's a Tinkaton. Like, okay, I think I've seen this team. Yeah, they have fighter in the back. With this, I feel like that's the GG's because they still have 2 shields to hide behind. Also, they play to the CMP tie, which is unfortunate. Like, would have if they would have went for an extra, I think it's still GG's because like the opponent can no shield still and straight up win the game. Also the surf, which gets no shielded. Unfortunate. Now he has to go for another move straight up. And the opponent has 2 shields to hide behind. And the Regidrago cannot do any damage to the Tinkaton. And our friend knows it. They do top left. That's GG's. And they get the 3-2. So with this was enough to get to the legend rank. They get Pancham as a reward. And there it is, 3018 elo. And congrats for legend. Thanks a lot for sharing these battles with us. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you give this video some comments. It does help out the channel. And I would really appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel. That does help as well. So thanks a lot for watching. See you again tomorrow with a new video. Until then, have fun. Have a great day ahead.